Welcome to the Vedic Astrology New Moon Forecast for September of 2021. Moon is dark. The energy is about to shift. How are you feeling? On September 6th at 5:51 p.m. Pacific time, the moon will conjoin the sun and begin to wax again. Tired, defensive, anxious. The new moon is a reset button, a change of direction of lunar light. This is a time to reset, to really recalibrate to what you are truly reaching for. The new moon is in the area of the sky called Purva Phalguni Nakshatra. Purva Phalguni is in the tail of Leo the lion. And there's a powerful connection in Purva Phalguni to love and connectivity. It's connected to the goddess Venus, and it has the Shakti of procreativity. So sexual energy, attraction, and this idea of sharing in something, being a family too. You know, it's been interesting in the last weeks. A lot of big shifts have been happening around human rights and freedoms, particularly for women in the United States, because of the recent failure of the Supreme Court to overturn restrictions on reproductive health, so abortion. So it's interesting, this power of procreativity, the sexual energy that is embodied in this new moon. Women's issues in general are on the table in the next few weeks, especially because Venus, that goddess that is so connected to Purva Phalguni, is moving out of her debilitation and into Libra now. This is an empowering and pretty healing energy, actually, and it will be calling in these themes of justice and equality and fairness and what is true for you. There's a lot of confusion around what is true and a lot of polarization as well all around the world, around especially control over our bodies. All of Leo, all of these stars, especially Magha and Purva Phalguni, though, have this energy of royalty and power. And particularly Purva Phalguni can sometimes be a self kind of focus, or even a little narcissistic or entitled. And so there's something about this time period too around trying to figure out boundaries, trying to connect with what is right for you and for others in the whole scheme of how we work together in this world. Luckily, Venus moving into Libra can help stabilize relationships and bring new kind of discussions on the table, new kind of interchanges that will hopefully improve things in the long run. Also, just a few days after this new moon, we have the Ganesha Chaturthi, sometimes called the birthday or just the day of Lord Ganesh. This is the fourth waxing day of the new moon, so it will fall on the 9th in Pacific time zone here in California, but on the 10th, it's going to be later on the 10th in most of the rest of the world, September 10th. So this is a very auspicious day, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable problems or unsolvable problems. Lord Ganesha finds unexpected solutions. That's his nature. He is actually Ganapati, Lord of the nature spirit. It's said his big stomach symbolizes the digestion of many different experiences. His big ears symbolize his ability to pay attention and listen with Shraddha. And his strong trunk can uproot trees, but also carefully pick just a needle or a grain of rice off the floor. He is enormous, but paradoxically, he rides a tiny mouse. And it's said that he is the creator of problems, but also the solution. So this is a very auspicious day, but funny, this is also the paradox. It's not an auspicious day to look at the moon. This Chaturthi, this fourth waxing day of this particular lunar cycle, is bad luck. So avoid looking at the moon today. I'm going to write an article on some more interesting powers of the moon phases in Vedic astrology. So check that out. I will leave a link as soon as it's done in the description window. And let's just take a look at what the tarot cards think about this upcoming new moon in Purva Phalguni. So the first card that came up is the 9 of Coins. Feels to me like there's something about Venus here, that Purva Phalguni energy of fertility and abundance. And Venus's transition into her strength, her Mula Trikona. She's very strong in Libra. And the 7 of Wands. Mars. You can see the Mars there. A lot of Venus-Mars energy here, as I was talking about. You know, the 7 has to do with fighting for the right thing to do. This is also like, you know, Mars is headed towards combustion. He's heading into the sun now, creeping closer and closer towards the sun, where he's going to be combust throughout September and October, and involved with eclipses even in coming up in November and December. So this energy of burning hot Mars with the sun. A lot of passion, a lot of intensity, fighting. And the universe, or the world card. This card has a lot to do with principles and karma, beliefs that we hold true, what is truly right and wrong. It's connected to Saturn. Saturn is actually retrograde now and about to station, so he's very, very slow and right in the middle of Capricorn, where he's very strong as well. So there's a real deep energy of karma here, of finding what's true, what's right also. What is true, really? Be grateful for what you have and what nourishes you. Find ways to collaborate with the abundance of what you have to offer. Even in a climate where you feel things burning hot, or a fire that needs to defend itself. Everything is happening perfectly in divine order, in right timing, in the process of work and effort and surrender. We are growing. Stand up and speak your mind. If you feel called, stand up and share your gifts. We are all interconnected and woven into each other's lives. Okay, thanks for coming to my new moon forecast. I do offer readings online on Zoom. You can book a reading, a tarot reading, or a Vedic astrology reading. I'll leave a link in the description window. I also have now open for enrollment beginning Foundations in Vedic Astrology class. You can check that out as well on my website, anandastrology.com. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel or get on my newsletter. It's free, and I will see you soon on the next full moon.